What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight8610, and today we're going to talk about all the new Lightsworn support that has been revealed today. Of course, I have a link to this website in the description. It's on the organization's website, so you guys can obviously see. So I have a link if you guys want to read through these with me, or whatever you want to do on that, because I'm going to try to go kind of quickly through them, because there's actually a lot of new support for Lightsworns, or I guess Twilightsworns now. So let's go on ahead and talk about them. Here we go. First off, we have a new spell card for them, and that is Twilight Twin Dragons. Its effect is if you control Punishment Dragon, target one Judgment Dragon in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn monster, you can target one Punishment Dragon in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then banish the top 4 cards of your deck. So this card is basically a way to search for both of the dragons, Punishment or Judgment, and then also a way to kind of add fuel for them, because you can banish cards, which helps Punishment Dragon, or you can go on ahead and mill cards from your deck to help Judgment Dragon, either way. So this is basically a card to get both of them, and I guess you could, if you use this right, you could get both of them on the field fairly easily. So that's pretty cool, and I like the artwork too, seeing both of them together. That's pretty awesome too, so that's some pretty good support for them. Then afterwards, we have Twilight Eraser. This is a normal trap for them, and its effect is if you control 2 or more Lightsworn monsters of the same type but different names, banish 2 Lightsworn monsters in your graveyard, then target 2 cards in the field, banish them. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn monster, you can special summon 1 Lightsworn monster from your hands. So again, we have another way to banish monsters to help with Punishment Dragon, also being able to banish 2 cards on the field, which, yeah, just say goodbye to your opponent's monsters, right? I mean, that's basically what that's saying. And then also, if it's milled, then you're able to special summon a Lightsworn monster from your hand. So of course, then it has 2 different effects that can be useful for you either way, which I like that. I like how at least Lightsworn cards too are gaining additional effects that can make it so even if they're milled, it doesn't matter. You gain an effect from it too. It kind of reminds me of like the cubic monsters, or the cubic spell cards, where if they're in the graveyard, they're usually better than even when you activate them. So that's kind of funny. It has a special summoning effect to it, and just being able to get rid of problems on the field and even add fuel for Punishment Dragons. So that's a pretty good normal trap card for them. Then afterwards, we have Ryko. Ryko, the Twilightsworn Fighter. We kind of knew about this because he was in the artwork of the new Dark World card, so we were hoping that there would be a Twilightsworn of him, and it looks like that's the case. So he is a Dark Beast, let's see, level 2, 200 attack, 100 defense, and its effect is if this card is normal summon or flip face up, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 card your opponent controls, banish it. And then its second effect is once per turn, if another Lightsworn monster activates its effect, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So basically, instead of destroying cards like the original Ryko, you have one that banishes. It can banish one of your cards and one of your opponents. So that can help you, again, get a Punishment Dragon out easily, and then just get rid of one of your opponent's monsters. Don't have to deal with it anymore, it's banished. So that's really useful too. And then of course it has the usual effect of being able to mill the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So I was kind of wondering if they would go that route with this card too. I figured it would still have, similar to its original effect, which was just basically a flip destruction effect, and then now you have one that just banishes instead. So I have a feeling all of the new ones are going to be similar to that, because, that's what they're based off, is banishing instead of going to the graveyard, like their original counterparts. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that effect. I think they'll definitely come in handy. And then afterwards, we have Lyla, Twilightsworn Magus, and that is, of course, Dark Spellcaster, level 4, 1,700 attack, 200 defense. Its effect is that once per turn when a spell or trap is activated, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 face-up spell or trap and destroy it. And also, the other effect is once per turn, if another Lightsworn monster you control activates its effects, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So again, you have that milling effect. They're all going to have that, obviously. But this one has a spell or trap card destruction, which is, of course, different from the original. It just, destroy a spell or trap. This one can actually target face-up ones and then just get rid of them. Also being able to banish another one of your Lightsworns. Again, helping Punishment Dragon and everything too. But it has it so that it's just basically able to counter spells and traps, instead of just destroying them while they're face down and everything like the originals. So that's another one that's pretty cool. I like its new effect on that. And then let's see, is this the last one? Yes, it is. This is the last one that has been revealed, and that is Lumina, Twilightsworn Shaman. Let's see, of course, Dark Spellcaster, level 3, 1,000 attack and 1,000 defense. And its effect is once per turn, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target one of your banished Lightsworn monsters except, itself, the Lumina Twilightsworn Shaman, special summon it. Once per turn, if another Lightsworn monster you control activates its effect, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So last effect, just the same as the others, but this one, of course, has its revival effect, but this time being able to revive monsters from being banished instead of the graveyard. So again, same basic effect, just involving banishing cards instead, really. That's the best way you can kind of understand what Twilightsworns do. So it looks great. I mean, I'm glad they made one for Lumina as well. I mean, because it looks really neat, and I can't wait to get these cards, honestly. Like, I'm usually not a huge fan of Lightsworns because, honestly, I don't think the archetype likes me, because every time I used to use them, I would always mill cards I needed. I don't know, maybe I just built them wrong. I have no idea, but every time I'd use them, they just would not work right for me. I just had terrible luck. I don't know. But these Twilightsworns look like a lot of fun to use, and I'm definitely going to try them out when they come out, too, especially like Punishment Dragon and everything. We already talked about that, and they look really awesome. I kind of like the evil sort of vibe. I don't know what the story is. I don't know if they're actually evil or what, but it's pretty cool to see them kind of come back and actually gain a lot of support. I was saying in the last video we talked about, I was hoping they wouldn't just get like 2 cards or whatever. I mean, they have 5 that have been revealed so far in this post, and then of course the other 2 we talked about before, so I guess they have 7 cards now that are coming out for Lightsworn, so that is actually a huge improvement for them. You know, I'm surprised to see that much support for an older archetype, although Konami has always liked Lightsworns. So yeah, be sure to tell me what you guys think about these new cards. Do you like them, not like them so much? For me, I think they are welcomed additions to the archetype, and I think we're going to see a lot of Lightsworns and Twilightsworns anyway with our new format. Of course, with everything that kind of got nerfed and everything, and of course with Link Summoning, I think they're going to be one of the stronger archetypes out there and definitely worth picking up. So if I were you guys, I'd go on ahead and pick up some of the basic cards right now, the regular Lightsworns, before this came out, because you can pretty much get like 3 of the structure deck and you're good. So if you can find it on there. I don't think they've gone up yet, but who knows? The hype might be real for these too. So yeah, definitely I'm going to try these out, and I can't wait to either. So again, let me know what you guys think on that, as well as like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh news and other Yu-Gi-Oh related videos, and of course everything that I talked about will be in the description, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.